Hi everyone, welcome to another Mindful Monday. So today we're going to talk about a topic that might be a little bit difficult, but I have been noticing that it's something that would really benefit people to know more about. Um, and as such, I'm quite passionate about bringing awareness to the topic. Now, many of us, um, a lot of us have heard about the increase in suicide that has been happening as of late. And these numbers include a lot of younger people, a lot of youth. Um, in some senses, it has even been glamorized a little bit. But nonetheless, um, we're all very saddened when we experience this kind of loss, whether it is somebody that is in our immediate circle of friends or family, or somebody that is known. So, to name a few, uh, Kate Spade, Robin Williams, and you can think of others. So, whenever something like this happens, it is always tragic. Many questions get asked as to why, or they looked okay. Um, what could they possibly have been lacking in their life that made them come to this? These kinds of questions. So, today we're not going to really talk about the different reasons why someone might commit suicide, because that is going to vary by each person and what they're going through. Um, Depression is real. The thoughts that people experience can be bombarding. Um, but more often than not, it's usually related to feeling alone and feeling like a burden, and feeling uncared for or unloved, feeling like they can't be themselves, and just being tired of fighting against their own mind. In a nutshell, if we had to break it down into these smaller situations, in some cases there is uh mental illness, like this actual disorders, um, that might even be affecting a person's mental health. So, taking all these things into consideration. But today, what I wanted to bring to light was how to best prepare for somebody who you think, or maybe you don't think, maybe experiencing suicidal ideation. So, because there is a lot of awareness on mental health right now, this is something that we are a little bit more aware of. However, it is still a topic that we are ill informed on, or just not informed enough on, I would say. And the average person isn't really aware of what to look for. So, I wanted to make a video to make it easier for you. um, so if you do detect any of these kind of symptoms in those around you, those you love, those who work with you, those you pass by, here and there, that you can ask the right questions and that you can intervene and maybe help save a life. So, one of the main things that you want to look out for, if someone begins to act a little bit different, um, they avoid a lot. They're not interested in the things that used to make them interest, like that used to bring them joy before. And this continues over a period of time. Often this could be linked to depression, but it is an indicator. If they lose their zest for life, if they start making comments, dropping little hints like, when I'm not here anymore, or I can't wait to get away from this, and things like that, those are good opportunities to ask them exactly what they mean by that. Okay, so sometimes it might mean that they just want to take a vacation or something, or they're thinking of running away. But if a few of the symptoms look like it is pointing to it, it would be great to be able to diagnose in the moment. Other things that people do are give away things that are valuable to them. Um, Say goodbye, write notes, talk about it. Sometimes, if you're really listening, you will hear them talk about it. They may talk about the means, the different ways that they're entertaining the idea of it. Um, so, just really paying attention to any kinds of behavior that seems different, that seems like they are just kind of adding some kind of finality, like, saying goodbye, giving things away, putting things in order, that sort of thing. Those are usually pretty good indicators that they might be contemplating something. Now, um, if you get into a situation where you determine that this is what the person is thinking, the best thing that you can do for them is let them know that they are cared for and that they can talk to you. You can be there to listen to them. You might not have all the answers, you don't have to have all of the answers. And I caution you to not take on the responsibility as well, like take on too much, feeling that you're responsible somehow now to keep them safe. But you can be there for them. You can let them know how valuable their life is. You can let them know how interconnected we all are, that so many would feel their presence should they decide to, make a choice to not be here anymore. You can help them see the big picture, because often in that moment it's not clear. You can help use what they love and the people that they love, as motivators for them to continue. You can do little things like plan something together so that they have something to look forward to that will be a deterrent to them actually taking action. So, for example, if they were planning something on Wednesday, for example, in talking with them, you may get the idea that something's going on. So plan something on Friday or next week. Say, hey, I would love to go to the movies with you, or something like that. Plan something that they can look forward to so that they have enough to get out of the funk. Um, those are all great. Those are all great things that you can do. Also, I don't know if you're aware, but there are suicide lines and distress lines that can be called, that are local. um, Feel free to reach out and ask me for them, or I can maybe post them in the links or the comments as well, so that you're aware of the ones that are local. There are texting programs, all run by volunteers a lot of the time, just regular people who have been trained, who can understand, who care. So just letting you know of what's out there, and so that you can be more aware of how to help somebody if they're struggling with this. If you have any more questions, let me know. um, Generally, you're only calling 911 if you actually witness somebody about to attempt something like this. So it's on them to get the help that they need. But you can certainly be somebody who recognizes it and walks alongside them and encourages them. I know that this week's video is a little bit longer. It's a tough topic. So I didn't want to just jump right into it, but feel free to send me any questions that you may have. If you have any loved ones that you're, wondering how you can help, let me know. And until next week, guys, keep an eye out there and, help save a life.